political hit. Over the past 6 months, the left's web of dark money interest groups has tried to impugn the character and reputation of certain conservative members of the Supreme Court. This Democratic investigation into the Supreme Court totally ignores ethical questions and dark money network surrounding liberal justices. This is all part of a whirlwind effort to cast doubt on our country's highest court and call into question the legitimacy of its rulings. Conservative justices have been specifically targeted, harassed, and even threatened. The left's influence peddling scheme views these conservative justices as the greatest obstacle to jamming their radical agenda through our courts because Congress won't do the same liberal bidding. The left has outlined new rules for conservative justices. Justices' spouses must give up their independent law practice. Justices shouldn't vacation with close personal friends. Justices shouldn't have wealthy friends. And justices shouldn't make any new friends after donning their robe. How unfair and how unrealistic. No such conflict of interest ever were raised during the court's liberal years. These rules were not invoked against the court's liberal justices. This persistent political battering of the judiciary is coming at a tremendous cost. The conservative justices have endured real threats to their safety and the safety of their loved ones. As I've said before, judicial decision-making must be based on law and sound jurisprudence. It shouldn't be subject to the whims of public opinion or clamor. It cannot result in threats and intimidation to Supreme Court justices. This political hit by the Democrat majority of the committee will do lasting damage not only to the court, but to the committee. Again, this effort isn't really oversight. As I like to brag, we do a good job about. Instead, it's about political theater. Let me give some examples of how an investigation should be conducted. During my time as chairman of the Judiciary Committee, starting in 2017, the committee investigated in a bipartisan fashion alleged collusions between Trump campaign and the Russians. Bipartisan committee staff, I want to emphasize that, bipartisan committee staff interviewed 5 individuals who participated in that meeting, including President Trump's son, and collected documents from several others involved. At the Democrats' request, the committee interviewed an additional 6 individuals. I subpoenaed even Paul Manafort, with then Ranking Member Feinstein's agreement to appear at a hearing and to provide testimony. With the exception of Democrats refusing to subpoena Fusion GPS and related parties,